Hey, Michael Bowen here. So, going to look at a boat here in Lakeland with a friend of mine, Bob. He's looking to buy a boat. I'm going to give him a mechanic's opinion of the boat. It's always good to get a second opinion on any boat. You don't want to let your passions, your desires to get ahead of you. You want a neutral second opinion on when you're making these purchases. So I'm gonna go over here with Bob, get a look at it, and see what it is. What follows is an actual purchase of an airboat. Pricing negotiations, title and registration information has been removed to protect the innocent parties. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's pull through the gate here and see what we're getting into. Let's take a look at her.
Let's take a look at her. So you work on airplanes, right?
Yes, sir. Watch out, cat.
You a good friend to have out on the lake.
I feel a lot better, man.
I see Mike's videos up there looking for videos, and I see his video. I look at the airport and I'm like, hey, Mike.
This is bare or this is powder coat? It looks bare.
It is pretty much.
All right.
The guy I bought it from tried to put some of that grill paint on it,
Yeah.
and it's not held up that great. It's been probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that's at, but that's what he tried to do with it.
See, Bob, these are the larger engine mounts.
Yeah.
That one that you got from Mike, that one will go back here.
Okay.
Maybe. If depending on who made this.
Yeah.
That engine mount actually looks pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it's hard as a rock. Might have got hot. That Ride the Lightning, Kurt McCullers. McCullers don't run.
Yeah,
Trim
so-
tab, nice.
Yeah, and all of the oil, because the oil, really, I didn't put the date on the filter, but, well, if it was me, I'd change the oil and all that anyways, if
Yeah.
it was me buying it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But all that's been kept up with, too, since I've had it.
How's the seat cushions look?
Brand new.
Brand new? They looked brand new in the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Got that low ride back on it too.
Did you ever price this to redo the tips on the truck? Whirlwind, you ever talk to them?
No, a guy told me that you could send it to Whirlwind,
Where are they, you know?
California.
Oh, okay.
So if you get a hold of them, this is what I've been told.
Yeah.
If you get a hold of, because I've been told two different things. Number one, it ain't gonna hurt it.
Yeah.
And number two, if I wanted to, I could get a hold of Whirlwind. They will send me a shipping box.
Yeah.
And then I just put it in there and send it to them. And then they'll do everything. But I want to say maybe it was like $300 or something like that. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. I've heard something like that before.
Yeah,
That's what I was-
yeah, but I've never actually checked into it.
I didn't know where they were, because if they were Florida, it'd be easy to take them.
Well, yeah, so that's why, the 6-inch guys,
Yeah, that's right. They're local.
yeah,
So,
but these guys are out of California.
I didn't know that. I thought that was working too. I know 6 inches what? 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all the way through. This one's pretty.
This one's got a little bit of a rip in it. That one's all the way through, like you said. This one, it's not gonna hurt it, but I would get it fixed sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
You can run it like that, but you're not gonna help anything by running it.
Yeah. Okay.
How do y'all like that pacemaker?
If you lose all battery power, like you lose all power, battery starts going dead, that you lose that ignition too, or? Okay.
Yeah, you're dependent on that battery, the alternator to get in. That's the only downside to this electronic ignition over the mags. The mags will get you in unless the mag conks out. But
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
run on battery power until probably the voltage gets to a certain level, or?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's got to be what, 12,
Well, so say,
10, something like that.
like say you're running or say, you know, let's just say your battery's dead and somebody had to jump you off.
Yeah.
You've been riding all day and you stop and you go to start up and it's wonk, wonk, and somebody got to jump you off and say you're all day around doing what it's supposed to do. And that's why you're in that position. From what I've heard, you got about an hour or so.
Getting that, okay.
So if you ever run into that, what I've been told is, actually what Stevie told me was, head back to the boat ramp.
Yeah, you can always swap somebody.
So he said you got a little bit of time, you know, is what I've
When you
been
go, hey,
told.
Mike, it's your hot battery, I'll swap you. Give me back to the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Kind of,
Well, two things. We got to hear it run.
yeah, absolutely. But you can hear it run outside without
Yeah.
having it hooked up to the
Yeah.
compression test. You see
Well,
what
it
I'm
won't be
saying?
hooked up, yeah, it won't be hooked up compression.
Because you gotta have air, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
but the engine boat won't be running.
No.
What we'll do is just take out 6 spark plugs and just hook up air up to it and just see where the air
Right.
goes.
Yeah.
But
we'll
you're saying,
take it
you're
out.
saying when it's hot, take it
Yeah.
out, warm it up, and
Bring
then
it
shut
back
it
in,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
So yeah, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
The engine heats up, everything
Really?
expands.
Yeah.
Valves seat a little bit better. Everything gets
Absolutely.
nice and oily.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just- It gives you a better number. And,
You'll get
and-
better
Yeah,
compression.
I'm on board with you. I got it.
So, you want to get her out of here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Get her out of here. What was your name again?
Logan.
Logan?
Yes, sir.
And yours?
Waylon.
Waylon.
Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
All right.
assembly, so if it happens.
Sounds fine.
Side of the road, I can just
Yeah.
take it off, put that one on, and I ain't gotta worry about it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting these top plugs out. We're gonna do a compression check on it. It sounded just fine running. Nothing wrong. Yep. Nope. Nope, it's going to
Even better.
No, it's my gas one. All right, there's 60, call it 68. 68. That's good. It's on the. It's leaking past the rings, which is acceptable. 75. Now, if it's leaking past the valves, you'll hear the exhaust for the exhaust or the carburetor for the intake. 80 over 80 would be perfect. We're putting 80 pounds of air in. Whatever comes out, that's the difference.
Right.
80 over 80 would be perfect, but nothing is perfect. So 75 is good numbers. Yep. That one was just a 60, but I think it was my location where I can hold it.
You're a little bit in the exhaust, but that's fine.
All right. 158. That one's the only one that's below specs, but I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah. You don't see an overhaul coming in here.
So not.
You want to be with the
Unhook it.
boys?
Huh?
Unhook it.
The only thing that I noticed when it come to gas,
Yeah.
seemed like when I run a lot of water,
Mm-hmm.
instead of like in the trails
Yeah.
or when I run a lot of water
Push
and
harder.
I use that trim tab,
Yeah.
it seems to eat more gas that way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, trim tab, and just riding that deep water with that trim tab, it does. But it's a world of difference, boy, with that trim tab. You know what I mean? On boats in
Does it
general.
lift it pretty evenly, or does it want to roll?
Oh
you?
no, you're even, you're coasting.
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a trim tab, even like, I mean, on any boat, man. Even if they don't hop, I had a red deck over boat that didn't hop or nothing really, but it was still. I wished I had a trim tab on there, because with that trim tab, it's a whole nother ball game. It's like going from some old school mess to old Cadillac. You know what I mean? You riding on the water smooth at that point.
I know. I rode boats for many years without a trim tab.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. You know, I saw him. I'm like, look at that motherfucker with a trim tab.
Yeah.
You know, but then I got it. I was like, man, why did I resist for so long?
Such
Because you
a
know,
big
I'd
difference.
always be hunting for the shallow water. Always be hunting for
Yeah.
the side of the. I'm like, I don't want to go that away because there's too much open water. You know, let's
Yeah.
go this way instead. You know.
Yeah.
And then you put the trim tab on it. You go wherever you want.
Yeah.
You know, it was such a big difference.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I don't know why I resisted for so long.
Yeah.
All right, Bob. Well, I don't see nothing really to be concerned with that we haven't discussed already. The prop, the engine mounts. We could use a can of aerosol, but you know. Okay, replace a few of your return lines.
Yeah, is that what that was?
It looks like it from your return lines.
Yeah.
That return line looks older than.
Yeah. Are those just fuel lines on those?
Yeah. I think they're 3/8 hose.
Yeah. Wash it up good.
Yeah. What I did whenever I got mine, I pressure washed the living shit out of it, ran it, and just started chasing oil leaks.
Yeah.
It looks like your crankcase seal is fine. So there's no reason to go after that one. You want to put them in here. Most of these look like oil return hose leaks.
Yeah, that's about, so the only leaks that I didn't take care of
Yeah.
were the return lines, like you said.
Yeah.
And then right here. Right here. That right, oil fair or soil pressure. Yeah. And then, one of my bearings was bad on the right mag whenever we did that. And that's when I said, let's just go ahead and do that. And there's the price and everything for that. That was $22,
Yeah.
$25.
That's for the ignition and everything?
Yep.
Yep.
And
And what
then-
did they keep the old mags or?
I sold them.
You sold them?
Yeah.
You run this fuel pump when you run or just?
Yeah, you gotta run it the whole time.
Yeah, you don't have a
I don't
mechanical
have
fuel
right,
pump.
Right.
That's the same as mine.
So then here's your nav lights,
Alright.
and then these are all blank.
That feels nice. Have you sat in it, Bob?
Yeah, I did.
I'll say, what if you don't like how it sits? This thing is a high rise. This thing is up there. Well, that's it. Negotiations were finalized, titles signed, papers exchanged, and this boat has a new home. Big thanks to, in no particular order, Logan, Waylon, and Bob. So that went really well. I'm really happy with that. So the boat was pretty much as advertised. There was a few little surprises, nothing out of the ordinary. But it's always good to have a second opinion, an uninvolved opinion, someone that has no real stake in the sale. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're going to make one of these purchases, I have no skin in the game whether or not the boat sails. I want to make sure Bob is happy. I want to make sure the sellers are happy. I'm just giving my opinion of what the boat is and is not. I'm not saying what it's worth, I'm not saying what it's not worth. I'm just giving, you know, an unbiased opinion of what the boat is. And I think I did that.